Hey everyone, this is the Beard Zeno. This is going to be my top 10 1/6 scale figures that I want made. This is going to be a very personal list. Something that I want made probably is going to be something that you want made, probably going to be something that you've never even thought of before. But this is just something that I would love to be able to stick on my shelf. I also want to note that some of these have appeared as customs or as bootlegs before. I don't count those because those are so far to the reach of the normal consumer. They're so expensive, they're so low in number, and they're not officially licensed. So I really just don't count those type of things. Let's go on with number 10, and that is Cooper from Interstellar. I love this movie to death. And who doesn't want a crying Matthew McConaughey face? I mean, seriously, that would be great. And just the way that they could do the actual spacesuit. I mean, it'd probably be the most articulating thing ever, but just to have the details, that would look amazing on the shelf, I think. Alright, number 9 is Vickis Vandermeer from District 9. 3-0 is actually doing some District 9 stuff, but right now they're just doing Christopher Johnson and possibly the actual mech suit from the end of the film. So I really hope that we get a Vickis figure because, well, it's Sharlto Copley. He's the star of the movie, and I would love to either have him as MNU agent or is him transforming in the end with like the alien arm. I would like to have both versions actually. So this one we might actually see in the future if the District 9 line is successful from 3-0. So we'll have to wait and see. I know I'll be buying those figures once they do come out because I love District 9. I love all Blomkamp stuff. Yeah, those will definitely be on my shelf, and I really hope that we can have a Vickis in the future to add to that collection. Number 8, Mad Max from Fury Road. And this is one that there have been a couple bootlegs out there of, mass-produced bootlegs. To me, they just don't look quite right. I could get them, but then I just wouldn't feel right having them in my collection because it's just, well, this is kind of a bootleg. I don't really like this type of thing. I wish we had officially mass-produced items that were more detailed, from Hot Toys. And I do got a feeling that those will be kind of hard to get a hold of, but that option is there if you want to get that. I personally don't. I do wish we had officially licensed Mad Max stuff from both NECA and from Hot Toys, actually. But sadly, George Miller does not like to license out his stuff. So, number 7 is Freddy Krueger from A Nightmare on Elm Street. We've actually had a couple 1/6 scale Freddy Krueger figures in the past from Sideshow, and those still look pretty good by today's standards, but they are very, very expensive in the secondhand market and pretty hard to come across. I used to have the new Nightmare Freddy a couple years ago. It's still held up pretty well to this day, honestly. We need a Freddy figure made with modern standards, maybe actual metal blades on his hand. That would be awesome. I would love that. And I could just imagine what Hot Toys could do with a Freddy Krueger face sculpt. That'd be amazing. Number 6 is kind of a rogue pick, and that's Galahad from the Order 1886. I love this game. I love this game a lot. I love the characters. I love the world. I'm really in the minority on that, but I really love the look of Galahad. I love his armor. I think this would be amazing as a figure. And I think, 3-0 could do this because they do a lot of video game stuff, or maybe Hot Toys could do this as well. And I think both of them would do a pretty good job with this. I just hope this is a figure that we do see get made in the future because it is such a great design. It's just big untapped potential. Number 5 isn't exactly a figure, but it's Rey's Speeder from The Force Awakens. I got a feeling this might get made from Hot Toys. I'm not quite sure. I hope we do. I mean, it'll be a little bit expensive, but this would be great to go with that scavenger look that Rey figure has, with the alternate head and everything. I plan on buying 2 Rey figures just for that, just so I can have the alternate look, and I really hope that they come out with Rey's Speeder, because like if the pre-order for Rey's Speeder goes up before the actual Rey figures come out, that just secures my purchase of getting a second one just for the scavenger look. Number 4 is Burt Gummer from Tremors 2. This is a series that I love to death. I've loved it ever since I was a little kid. Just schlocky B-movie horror. I love it to death. I really do. I love the Tremors saga. And I've always wanted action figures of it. Even when I was a little kid, I walked down, I remember, like an 8-year-old kid loving this franchise. I remember walking in the aisles of Walmart and just looking like, oh, do they have Tremors figures yet? Do they have Tremors figures yet? Because we didn't have internet back then. So it was just like, you only knew when new products came out when they hit the store shelf, so every time we went to Walmart, I was hoping they had new Tremors figures. I think this would be a pretty good obscure one for somebody to make. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if this is popular enough to actually be mass-produced, but Burt is the most popular character, so if they were going to try to mass-produce this, he would be the best character to go with, and he is my personal favorite character as well. Number 3 is kind of a cheat, and that is Mulder and Scully from the X-Files, and we have had some of these figures from Sideshow, like the Freddy figure, in the past. I actually have a couple of them in the other room right now. They have not held up too well, and I would definitely love to see X-Files figures made up to modern day standards. Currently right now, the only people that are making actual X-Files action figures are Diamond Select, and I don't like Diamond Select at all. I actually wish there were more 1/6 scale figures of the X-Files, because those sideshow ones are kind of hard to get a hold of, especially some of the variants and the exclusive figures. Those go for some pretty hefty amounts, and it'll be nice to see some updated versions of these. And there's no better timing than now, since the X-Files revival is coming up in just a couple of weeks, to actually announce and release some 1/6 scale figures this year. Number 2 is one that we will probably see, but given Hot Toys' track record and seeing how far in the future this figure might come out, I'm kind of doubtful that it might happen, at least for episode 7, and spoiler alert for episode 7, I guess I should say. It's not really. I just want an old Luke figure. I really want an old Luke figure, a lot. He doesn't really have to come with any kind of accessories, he's just gotta be old Luke with his robe and his metal hand. That's it. Like, that's all I want. Just put that up for $204.99 on Sideshow, and I'll pre-order that right away, because that is just, I want that figure. I want it so bad. The reason I say they might not make it is because when it comes to characters that don't have too much screen time, even if they are major characters, Hot Toys tends to really lag behind on those and sometimes not release them at all, like Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy. They keep saying they're going to release him, they keep showing updated prototypes, but he has yet to come out. So at this point, Drax is probably going to be out by Guardians of the Galaxy's 2-year anniversary. Woo. And number 1, I guess this could go for an entire line of these figures as well, but Ellen Ripley from Aliens. You guys know me, I'm a huge Aliens fan. I love that more than Star Wars. And they've teased so many times. They've teased the Ripley figure, and I want it so bad. They went dark on it. I hope it's not canceled. I hope they could bring back the Aliens license. I do. I mean, it would drive me broke. It would drive me insane trying to get all these Star Wars and these Aliens ones, but my God, I want them so bad. I want them so bad. I want an entire Aliens line. I want Hicks, I want Hudson, I want Ripley, fucking Newt, Bishop. Give me a full-scale 1/6 Queen, Power Loader. I want them all. I want them all. I want it all. I want it all. I want it all. I mean, I'll keep buying the NECA stuff. I'll buy that stuff because I want everything alien. So, I mean, they did do some alien stuff in the past. Some of the first figures they ever did was, like the Ripley and everything, and they're just garbage by today's standards. Ripley's face sculpt looks nothing like her. The Marine's armor actually still kind of holds up, but the face sculpts were just terrible. Terrible. So I really hope they release some good Aliens figures. This is a big anniversary year for the franchise, so perfect timing, I think. Anyways, that's my top 10 picks for 1/6 scale figures that I want to see. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about my list, and give me your list as well. You can give me some of the figures that you want to see. I mean, I could have put like Poe Dameron and Old Han on here, but I'm pretty sure that we're gonna see those. They just haven't been announced yet. So I really want to go some obscure ones that really do speak to me. So just pick something that you think is probably never gonna get made, but you really, really want it to, and I would love to see all your replies. Anyways, I've been to Beers Zoo for Click Things Entertainment. If you have any questions, come in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video.